There's been a lot of noise lately about immigration, especially in high demand sectors like healthcare, engineering, and IT. And people are wondering and asking, what's really going on? Are migrants really the problem? Are migrants taking all the jobs? Is the system really broken? But guess what? The Migration Advisory Committee, a committee commissioned by the UK government, just published a report recently, and the answers might shock you. So please stick with me while we'll go straight into the details. My name is Tochi. Welcome to my channel. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up right now as you're watching so YouTube can recommend it to more people. Thank you. If you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button right now. And to all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for always watching and sharing my videos. Before I continue, I would love to introduce you all to the sponsors of today's video, LemFi. LemFi is a reliable app that allows residents of the UK, Canada, US, and Europe, any part of Europe at all. It allows you to send money to Africa for free and no hidden charges at all, and you're sure that the recipient will receive the money immediately. So if somebody is asking you for urgent money, if there's an emergency, you can rely on LemFi to do the job for you. All you have to do is just go on the app and send money. It's quick, it's easy to use, and it's very secured. I've been using this app for years now, and I can tell you that, guys, this app is really good. I recommend. Okay, they have one of the best rates you can find in the market, and I know that you would always get your complete value for money. So to get started, you can download the app with my referral link in the description box, and you will get £10 cash back on your first transactions above £50. Alternatively, you can download the app directly from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and enter my code Tochi. Okay, so please hurry now, download the LemFi app if you haven't already, and don't forget to use my code Tochi and begin sending money to your loved ones for free. Today we'll be looking at the truth about foreign workers, especially in IT and engineering sectors, as it has been broken down by the Migration Advisory Committee. So we'll find out exactly if it's really true that the UK depends too much on immigrants, okay, or migrant workers. So this is the official report as published by Migration Advisory Committee, but it's a long document. It's over 100 pages, okay, and I'm sure nobody wants to sit down and read over 100 pages. So we're looking at this website that broke it down for us a little, okay. So commissioned in August 2024 by Home Secretary Yvette Cooper, this report aims to understand the extent to which the IT and engineering sectors rely on international recruitment and to access their contribution to the UK labour market. So now, importantly, the Max review finds that while IT and engineering are among the top sectors using the immigration system to recruit foreign workers, their reliance on international recruitment is not as significant as initially perceived. Guys, when you hear, oh, the UK is relying so much on international workers, there were lots of speculations. The government had to ask Mark to look into this, and this is their report. They're saying that, see, yes, there are international workers in these sectors, but it is not as significant as you guys thought, okay? So you see that narrative that migrants are taking over jobs in the UK, pushing locals out of their jobs and all of that. Mark just confirmed that that narrative is actually false, okay? Because the majority of the people in the sector, majority of the workforce in the sector are UK residents, right? So usage of the immigration system by the IT and engineering sectors is found to be broadly proportionate, compliant with the immigration rules, and driven by a clear demand in the UK labour market. So there is no abuse of this sector, nothing like that. It is compliant with the immigration rules, it's compliant with the demand in the sector, so it's proportionate. It's not too much, it's just okay. Now, engineering in particular does not stand out from their graduate level roles, whereas IT has a higher relative usage. Despite this, the vast majority of new hires in both sectors come from the resident workforce, with international recruitment serving to address domestic skills shortages and access top talent. So can you see that this is not just social media speculations? This is from the UK government itself, from their own trusted experts. They are saying that the vast majority of new hires in both sectors, both IT and engineering sectors, come from the resident workforce, with international recruitment serving to address domestic skills shortages and access top talent. Okay, they bring in international candidates when there's shortage of workers, specifically to fill in these gaps and obviously to bring in top talent. Okay, people that are highly talented and skilled. So this also buttresses the point of people, like, if you really want to move abroad, you should work on yourself, upskill, always try to get the required talents that are in demand, so that you will always be in demand globally, not just in the UK, anywhere in the world. Okay, because majority of these countries are always looking for highly skilled and talented professionals. So from an immigration perspective, we have not found major problems to be fixed. Okay, so there are no problems at all. If you're looking for what to fix, it is not in this sector. In addition, migrant workers in IT and engineering make a significantly positive net fiscal contribution to the UK. This is one truth that Mark is always telling us. If you look at majority of their reports, they keep emphasizing on the fact that migrants are contributing so much to the UK economy, even though sometimes the government doesn't want to accept it. But Mark keeps reminding them. Right, so this is one thing I love about Mark. So it says migrant workers in IT and engineering make a significantly positive, not negative, positive net fiscal contribution to the UK, driven by their higher than average wages and reduced reliance on public services and benefits. Obviously, most people on a visa, most migrant workers are not entitled to public funds. It is boldly written on your visa, no recourse to public funds. That is, you do not have access to benefits, public funds, and all of that. Okay, so migrants understand that and they come and stay on their lane, do their job. It has always been like that, and migrants have always survived and done a lot of things for themselves, achieved so much even without depending, having access to public funds, and that's still okay, right? Because this is the rule, and a lot of migrants, a lot of us try to stick to the rule. So migrants in this sector fill critical skill gaps. They are high earners. Okay, they contribute so much to the economy and they do not depend on public funds. This is what the report is saying. So you see that a lot of migrants in this sector are not just working, they are boosting the economy. Okay, they are not draining it at all. From this report, this is not me saying it now, we all can see this report. It is from the government, and if for anything, these guys in this sector should be applauded because they are doing so much positively. And also remember that in the white paper that was published, the government said that they plan to scrap the immigration salary list. They talked about the salary threshold and everything, and asked Mark to look into it. So Mark also reported that, they welcome the proposal of the government recent immigration white paper to review salary thresholds, and also abolish the immigration salary list. So Mark actually welcomes the idea and says if government wants to do that, they are okay with it. They have no problem with that. Okay, so who knows what to expect in that regard is up to the government. Also, the report discusses the complex relationship between immigration and skills policy, noting that increasing the level of skills in the domestic labor pool does not guarantee a reduction in migration. You've been following the news from when the government came into office till this point. They've always emphasized that they are going to encourage people here, people that are resident here, to take up jobs so that they don't have to rely so much on overseas workers. Okay, they would encourage employers to try and train staff, to invest in training their staff, to invest in training people in the UK. They even talked about encouraging apprenticeships and all of that. Okay, so Mark is saying that that is good. As much as that is a good development, or that's a welcome development, but it does not guarantee that it will reduce migration. because it's going to take time for you to train someone. For instance, talking about engineers and people in IT now, it's going to take time to train an engineer. So somebody wants to become an engineer and start working, you have to go to school, you have to get the required skill sets, you know, and everything. So all these things, training people, trying to get them to be qualified, to get the required skills and talents and everything that they need, it will take time. So they shouldn't just expect magic to happen overnight, because as much as we're trying to invest in the people here or encourage people, residents here, to take up jobs, to be trained and start working, it will take time. So while that is going on, there's still work to be done. And if there's nobody that would be here to fill up those vacancies, to fill up those gaps, migrant workers will still be needed to do the job, okay? Because at the end of the day, the job has to be done. So investing in skills in the UK is good, but that won't automatically solve the problem. And remember that most employers want the best hands. And what does it mean? It still means that for them to get the best hands, sometimes they still need to look outward, okay? They still need to go globally and search for the best hands who can do the job. And that is why somehow you will still need migrant workers. So Mark is suggesting smarter immigration, better training, and real solutions. He's saying the government should just, you know, go back to the drawing board and find a way that they can balance the two. So if you read further into the document, you will see like all the types of roles that are in shortage, and you know, the different drivers of the shortages, the training, pay, and conditions. So basically how the government can really go about this in a smart way. So when next somebody is saying that, or when next you hear somebody saying that migrants are taking over jobs, migrants are doing this, I think you should just point them to this document by Mark. Okay, it's not a migrant that wrote this, it is Mark, a trusted government committee commissioned by the government, you know, to advise on immigration matters. They basically look at numbers, look at trends, look at everything going on, the records, data. They work with facts, basically, and this is what Mark has come up with. So next time somebody said all of those things about migrants, legal migrants especially, please point them to this direction and show them this report by Mark, just to serve as a reminder. It is a public document, it's always here for anybody to access, so you can easily read it up for yourself and see, you know, if you want to get more insights, more details, it's there on the government website. You can go and read it all for yourself. Okay, yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about all of this in the comment section. Were you surprised by this revelation? Let us know as well. And please guys, this is not an immigration advice. If you need to get an expert opinion, do well to get one. This does not replace it. This is strictly for information purposes. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Do well to share this video to everyone that needs to hear this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.